problem. We can solve this system by using elimination or substitution. And I remember when I first learned this, I learned elimination. And then when I saw substitution, I was kind of clueless on it. But we'll solve it by elimination first, and then we'll go with substitution. So I have b plus d equals 12, and 2b plus 4d equals 30. b plus d is 12. 2b plus 4d equals 30. You have a lot of choices on elimination. I could look at this system and think like this. Okay, I could multiply the top equation by -2, and then that would give me -2b. It would give me some other stuff as well, but I'd have -2b, and with the bottom equation being 2b, I could add them together and I get rid of the b's. What else could I do? Multiply the top one by -4, then add the two equations and get rid of the d's. I'm hearing something in the back that sort of sounds like this. I could probably divide the bottom one by 2. I could divide the bottom one by 2 and then subtract, or maybe divide by -2. And then I could add the two equations, and that would get rid of the b's. So elimination, you have a lot of choices. Any of them work. Any suggestions on what to do? Okay, I'm gonna pick it. I'm gonna multiply the top equation by -2. So that's gonna give me -2b plus -2d equals -24. And then the bottom one is 2b plus 4d equals 30. So -2b plus 2b, that's 0. -2d plus 4d is +2d. What's -24 plus 30? 6. So then what do I do? Divide by 2. 2d divided by 2 is 6 divided by 2. d equals 3. So there are 3 dogs. This might be what you meant when you said plug a number in. Because what do I do next? Plug 3 in for d. And I could go with either equation. I think b plus d would be the easiest. So I'm going to do that one. So d equals 3. b plus 3 equals 12. Subtract 3 from both sides. And b equals 9. So there are 9 boys. So when you solve this kind of problem, if I'm grading your paper, please box off your answers. That's elimination. Let's work this one also by substitution. Substitution. I'm going to rewrite the problem. I have b plus d equals 12. And we have 2b plus 4d is 30. How does substitution work? I'm going to do this. I'm going to take one of these equations, either one, pick a variable, either variable, and solve it for that variable. So I could take b plus d equals 12, and I could solve it for b. I could take B plus D equals 12 and solve it for D. I could take the bottom one and solve it for B. I could take the bottom one and solve it for D. I'd kind of have to be a little careful there. Although that would work, if I solved that bottom one for D, I would get some fractions in there, which maybe if I can avoid fractions, I would do that. So I'm looking at the system and I'm thinking the easiest thing is probably going to be to take the top equation, B plus D equals 12, and solve it for either B or D. I think I'm going to solve it for D. D equals, subtract what? B. D equals 12 minus B. Then what? D equals 12 minus B. I'm going to substitute that into the second equation for the D, because that's what D equals. So then that'll give me 2B plus 4 times, let's see, open parentheses, 12 minus B equals 30. Then the distributive property, distribute the 4. 2B plus 4 times 12 is 48. 4 times minus B is minus 4B. That equals 30. 2B minus 4B, that's negative 2B. 2B minus 4B, be careful about that. That sounds kind of silly there, tongue twister. Okay, negative 2B plus 48 equals 30. And then what? Subtract 48. Negative 2B is negative 18. So divide by negative 2. Negative 2B over negative 2 is negative 18 over negative 2. So B is 9. 9 boys. How do I find D? Plug it in. And you could go with either, you could go with B plus D equals 12. You could go with 2B plus 4D equals 30. You know what else you can go with? You can go with this guy right here. D equals 12 minus B. Why not? D equals 12 minus B. D equals 12 minus 9. So D is 3 dogs. So there it is with substitution.